Every session of the North Carolina General Assembly is certainly important. It's always busy, particularly as you get ready to wind up a session of the legislature. This year is certainly no exception. I don't think I've ever seen a last week of a General Assembly that's been busier for Farm Bureau or have issues that were more important to our membership and to the industry of agriculture than what's going on in the legislature as we end up, hopefully, I think they're planning to end up tomorrow. We've got two bills there that are just critically important, two issues that are critically important to agriculture and the future of farming in North Carolina. The first bill is the Farm Act. We've had Farm Acts for the last number of sessions of the General Assembly, and they've always been important. There have been some good things in there that help protect our farms from all types of problems that could beset our farm and our farmers and our farming families across the state. But this year, one in particular, in light of all the lawsuits, the federal court cases that are going on now in federal district court concerning particularly our livestock operations, the impact of the verdicts of these lawsuits is going to have a tremendous impact not only on our livestock and poultry operations, but it could have a tremendous impact on all of our agricultural operations. That's the reason in the Farm Act this year we've supported provisions in the Farm Act that would strengthen our right to farm law that we've had since I think about 1979. That would strengthen that to protect our farmers that are already farming, that have operations. They've complied with the laws, they've abided by the regulations. Certainly, we want to make sure that those operations continue to be successful. We do not, make no mistake, Farm Bureau does not condone, nor will we stand with the bad actors out there, people that are not doing their operations right, that's not managed right, that are in fact causing a problem or causing a nuisance to their neighbors. Certainly those operations need to be dealt with by the law. But that's an important issue as we look at this Farm Act. So we are hoping that it will, as it goes to the governor, it's passed both houses. It's got to go back for a conference concurrence. But certainly as it moves to the governor, we hope that the governor will sign that bill into law so that our farms and farming operations can be protected. Certainly one of the worst things that's happened out of these federal lawsuits has been that you have out-of-state trial lawyers that come in here waving money and trying to cause problems or make promises that of money and cash rewards to people that want to sue some farming operations. So this is really problematic not only for agriculture, but it's problematic to our rural communities as well. The second bill that we have in the General Assembly that's really vital to the future of our rural communities, our ability of our farmers and independent business people to continue to survive, deals with health insurance and our ability to provide at Farm Bureau through North Carolina Farm Bureau an association health plan. As I move across the state talking with farmers and farm families, you can talk about the weather, you can talk about the crops, you can talk about children, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, but ultimately for our independent farmers, it's going to get back to the cost, the high cost, the problems caused by enormous increases in health insurance premium. This Affordable Care Act, we asked for some reforms to help our farmers and farming families. That didn't happen in Congress, and so many of our farm families came to us and said, we need some help. Can you help us hopefully lower our health insurance premiums? That's what we were doing at the General Assembly and trying to get this law passed such that nonprofits such as us, such as the Farm Bureau and other nonprofits can establish health plans. These are not ACA compliant plans. There's no guarantees that we got to take everybody. they've got to be underwritten because we don't receive any subsidy. And so it's important that we're able to operate these health plans in a very in a financially stable way. Certainly, we've got to be financially solid. We are at Farm Bureau. And so we want the opportunity to offer this health plan out across the state to our membership. That's why once again, we've had support in the legislature for our this health plan, House Bill 933, I think it is. But we hope that it's going to receive favorable passage this afternoon late, and that it goes to the governor once again for our association health plan, our ability at North Carolina Farm Bureau to provide options. And that's what we're talking about, is providing options to farmers, independent businesses out there, options for the health insurance coverage. Some folks may be better off staying with the ACA. Some folks may want to come with us. It's just we're trying to provide options that will hopefully provide some remedy and relief to those that are just suffering under the burden of high health care costs. Thank you very much for listening to me.